Hi everyone, welcome back to Maria's Ideas Teaches Us to Paint. We're going to draw today the design for our episode 3, which will air mid-March on my YouTube channel, Maria's Ideas Art. And if you're in the Pittsburgh area, or if you get Verizon 32, Comcast 7, which is BPTV, the cable channel in Bethel Park, PA, it will air about 5 or 6 times on TV. So this is what we are going to paint in March. Okay, very fun, colorful, bright, floral painting, somewhat stylized. So we always use the 11 by 14 canvas. The orientation of this one is also horizontal, so keep that in mind. If you start with it vertical, it's not going to fit the same or look the same, the proportions of everything. So I'm going to use a pencil. You can use a watercolor pencil. You can use a regular pencil. Just try to keep the lines very soft and light so they don't show through your paint. I'm using the pencil a little darker so that it shows up on camera for you. And also please keep in mind, this is just a guide. You can tweak yours or make your flowers a little bigger or smaller or put more flowers. But this is the design that will come in the art kits if you're local, and you can pick them up at our studio, Johno's Art Studio and Maria's Ideas in the Southside Slopes. I've been there 41 years, so you can stop by, you can pre-order those, and you can get in touch with me through my Facebook page if you'd like, or my website, mariasideas.com. All right, so let's get started, and I'm going to imagine the center of the canvas. I'm just going to put a very light line just to give me an idea of where the center is. The composition of, we want this vase to be off to the side, little asymmetrical design here. We don't want it to be smack in the middle. Sometimes that's just not as interesting. And I'm going to come up about 1/3 of the height of the canvas. And I'm going to draw a little line here. Okay. And then say about 3 inches. I'm going to just angle these just a little bit. This is going to be our vase. I'm going to do something like that. I think my camera angle looks it's a little distorted. Hopefully this looks okay. All right, so that's going to be our vase. And I'm just going to start right here and just branch off with the flowers. I think this will be the easiest way for you to do this. So there's a big leaf here, okay, and then a smaller leaf here, and let's imagine that this is the top of the vase. There's another leaf here. All right, so that's pretty simple there. Now when we do these flowers, these are more stylized flowers or blossoms. They could be roses, they could be peonies, they could be any flower you'd like them to be, but we're just going to do some circles, but irregular, kind of something like this. And this one is, I'd say, about 3 inches across. All right, and then maybe this will be that reference for that center that we'll be painting, that will be darker. Now, this leaf will come up under here. The vase, I could either bring that all the way up. I might end up, I'll put a bit different, darker color in there probably when I paint that. And then we're going to get an idea of where we want these. I'm just going to kind of eyeball. I think I want one. That's one here. We have the big one there. Yeah, that'll work. So this one, we're going to drop it down a little bit lower, and we're going to make this slightly bigger. If you get some of those angles in there, that makes it more interesting, and that would be the center. So there's that flower. And then as you paint, like I feel like this one might end up being a little bit bigger. As I paint that, I will make that larger. And then this little one is going to slightly be behind this flower. And then I will bring my stem up, and that tells me where to put. This is a really big one. We want this one to go off the top of the canvas, because this one we want to feel like it's a lot larger than the others. And then we have a little bit of a stem here. We have another flower here, one here. The stems, you don't really have to draw them in right now. I will put them in just so you have an idea of what this is. I usually put things like that in when I paint, okay? And if you come back and watch the show that will be airing in mid-March or sooner, you'll see us paint this. We also have a special guest joining us for that one too. So this would be episode 3. And let's see, I'm going to bring another little stem. Again, I personally would not bother drawing the stems in. I'm doing this, and if you want to, that's fine, but I would do them very lightly because you'd have to paint the background over top of them anyway. You don't want to have to paint around them. You can if you want to, but it's just easier to just paint the whole background without them. Just do something like this. Get little centers in there. So then when you paint, you're going to get these stems in here. We'll have one there. We have one here. But again, we will do that in the painting. So this is going to be the episode 3. Like I said, it will be, all of the information is on my website, mariasideas.com. There is a page, Maria's Ideas Teaches Us to Paint. Okay, you can see that. And here it is there. There it is. Maria's Ideas Teaches Us to Paint. If you click on the tab there, my website, mariasideas.com. And then also my Facebook page, Maria's Ideas Teaches Us to Paint. I usually post things there, but my YouTube channel will have all of the links and videos, Maria's Ideas Art. And if you just follow my little Heinz pickle, we'll guide you through everything, and hope you check back every month. We'll have a new design, and I create the designs that are somewhat meaningful for us that time of year or the special guests. So we have 6 or 7 special guests this year who will be joining us. So check back, and happy painting. Remember, you can do it. It's just paint, right? Okay. See you later.